Hello everyone, welcome to Homework Help. If you find the videos useful, please subscribe to the channel. So in this video, we'll solve this problem based on the concepts of factorials. So we have to convert each expression into a single factorial term. So we are given these three expressions and we have to convert each of them into a single factorial term. So the first thing is to understand what does factorial means. Factorial means product of all positive integers less than or equal to the given integer with the exclamation mark. So what that means is, so as an example, so 3 factorial means the product of all positive integers less than or equal to 3. So it will be 3 times 2 times 1. Now in the given expression, in the first expression, we have n factorial times n plus 1. We can first rewrite this expression as n plus 1 times n factorial because in multiplication order doesn't matter. Now n plus 1 is 1 more than n, and if I have to expand n factorial, I can expand it as, so n plus 1 stays the same times n minus 1 times n minus 2 and then all the way to 2 times 1. That means in this expression we are multiplying all positive integers from 1 to n plus 1 and there are no missing integers. So that means we can write this product expression as n plus 1 factorial because factorial means product of all positive integers less than or equal to the given integer with the exclamation mark. So this should be the final answer. So now let's analyze the second one. Now in this expression, so we are given n minus 1 factorial and then we are given n squared plus n. So n minus 1 factorial is being multiplied to n squared plus n. So the first step here is to rearrange the terms. Since it's multiplication, we can change the order without changing the value of the term. So we can write n squared plus n in parentheses times n minus 1 factorial. Because in multiplication, order doesn't matter. Now we can factor this expression. We can do common factoring here and we can factor out an n. So in parentheses, we are left with n plus 1, the n minus 1 factorial. Now we can rearrange the terms. So see here, n minus 1 is 1 less than n, and n is 1 less than n plus 1. So first we can arrange these three terms in descending order or from highest to lowest. So that will be n plus 1 times n minus 1 factorial. If we expand this n minus 1 factorial, so the n plus 1 and n stay the same. Now n minus 1 factorial can be expanded as n minus 1 times n minus 2 and then all the way to 2 times 1. Now you can see that this multiplication represents the multiplication of all positive integers from 1 all the way to n plus 1. So that means we can rewrite this expression as n plus 1 in parentheses factorial because factorial represents the product of all positive integers less than or equal to the given integer with the exclamation mark. So this should be the final answer for the second expression. Now we can analyze the third expression. Now in this expression, we are given three terms in the parentheses. They are being multiplied. So n plus 4 times n plus 5 times n plus 3 factorial. Now n plus 4 is 1 more than n plus 3 and n plus 5 is 1 more than n plus 4. So the first step is to arrange them in descending order from greatest to least. So n plus 5 times n plus 4 times n plus 3 factorial. We can expand n plus 3 factorial. So n plus 5 and n plus 4 will stay the same. So we will just expand n plus 3 factorial, and that can be expanded as n plus 3 times n plus 2 times, so if we can extend it all the way to 2 times 1. So this product statement or multiplication statement represents the product of all positive integers from 1 all the way to n plus 5. So that means we can shrink this expression into a factorial expression as n plus 5 in the parentheses factorial. So these are the steps you have to keep in mind to convert these types of expressions into a single factorial term. So I hope you'll find this video useful. Please share it, like it, and subscribe to Homework Help. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.